Alright. I think we're live. Cool. What's going on, guys? Been a while. I did stream yesterday, but I think I forgot. Or no, not yesterday, the other day. Forgot to do an intro. But we're back. Getting back into our regular, more consistent streams. I was gone for almost a month because I was gone for 2 weeks for work and then a week for vacation. But it's a good deal. I feel fucking chunky as fuck though. I haven't done shit. Barely been to the gym, so trying to get back into the swing of things. Oh shit, that's one thing we can change. But yeah, we're back.
What they decide to do. But yeah, I think if they announce that that's what their plan is going forward is to simply provide that open playlist at launch, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be enough for me to really address my issues with how exhausting the experience has been and with how burnt out I've been feeling with Call of Duty because of those systems. And now, after playing with this open playlist, it's very clear that I'm not burnt out with Call of Duty. I'm burnt out with these matchmaking systems. I still love Call of Duty. I still love the experience when it's more organic and varied. And that's another thing as well. I think community sentiment really turned around when they did this overall. I'm seeing a lot of positivity surrounding this within the vocal community that you see online talking about. Like I'm talking on Twitter, YouTube, Reddit. It's generally a very positive sentiment, which we haven't been seeing leading up to Black Ops 7. It's been largely negative, and this turned the tables on that. So if they now go back on this, I think that's really going to push those people away because they were given a taste of what it could be like. And in a lot of ways, we feel very validated by this because we see now that it is these systems we've been frustrated with, and it's not just the fact that we're getting old and we're getting burnt out with the franchise in general because we've been playing it for so long. So the ball's in their court here. I'm very curious to see what comes of this. And I think my year of gaming and on YouTube really hinges on what they decide to do at launch when it comes to this matchmaking system. I'm still feeling like I could just as easily go over to Battlefield 6 if they go a route that I'm not happy with, and that's totally fine. Like if they decide that's what's best for the overall community, I can respect that decision if they're following the data and going with what the majority seem to want based on their data, but I think they need to understand that they're going to lose a lot of us if that happens. Now, of course, these are just my thoughts on this whole situation, and this is where I want to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What has your experience been like with this open playlist? Has it been similar to mine, where you've seen a lot more variety, and it feels a lot more organic, and you're enjoying yourself more? Or has it been the opposite? Have you been enjoying yourself less while playing the open playlist versus the standard mosh pit, or versus what you were experiencing before the open playlist was added? Just let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys. Don't settle for boring. Design memorable t-shirts.
More than 1,000 people have been arrested in Chicago. Uh-oh.
President Trump is ordering a review of Oregon's federal funding
Holy
as
shit.
the chaos continues in Portland.
Meanwhile, radical agitators have spent nearly 100 nights straight laying siege outside the city's ICE facility.
Chandler Painter is here with all the details.
That's a pretty good cosplay, honestly. That's pretty good.
Chandler Painter is here with all the details. Chandler.
I love how they just kind of drop the pretense and just dress up like the Harpies on their own.
Warning, that's right. Trump's announcement coming.
You know, it's like dispense with the metaphors, just fully embrace it.
The violent anti-ICE clashes persist in Portland since early June. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt saying this, watch.
President Trump will end the radical left's reign of terror in Portland once and for all. The president has directed Secretary Hegseth to provide all necessary troops to protect war-ravaged Portland and any ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa and other left-wing domestic terrorists. This is not peaceful protesting. This is left-wing anarchy.
ICE's Portland director says the facility is under constant attack with little help from local police because of political directives from city leaders. And the nightly protests have escalated beyond just chants and signs. Bottle rockets are striking ICE buildings, rocks are shattering windows, lasers targeting officers' eyes, and barricades blocking vehicles. On Friday, the FBI said 2 federal citations were issued in just the past 24 hours. As
Embarrassing. Embarrassing. 130? That's it? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Like, you could do 100, you could do 130 an hour. You gotta get these numbers up.
Active and pending investigations and 130 arrests. Following 100 days since ICE have laid siege to that ICE facility. Portland FBI is posting this quote. We continue to work with our partners to investigate instances of violence and destruction of property and hold those individuals accountable. And meanwhile, in Illinois, protests also persist there, guys, as federal agents announced the arrest of more than 1,000 illegal aliens as part of Operation Midway Blitz.
That's it. That's it? What are y'all doing?
Crackdown. They launched.
Where?
I'm seeing
where am I sound
right? So,
I
this
mean,
is embarrassing. They arrest 1,000 people. They need to arrest like 10,000 people. Portland's like 1/5 the population of Chicago. You gotta scale down the numbers a bit. Nah, any of those people, in my opinion, any of those people that are out there blocking the entrance, just immediately arrest them for obstructing traffic, obstructing justice. If they're pulling out, you're getting in the way of the car. You won't get out of the way of the car. You're impeding the officers. Immediately arrest them, charge them with a felony, and that's it. It's simple. Like, playing games with this kind of stuff is just going to hurt and make everything worse.
Anti-ICE protesters bringing violence to America's streets, but Democrats are refusing to help.
Yeah, and we're talking about
they want
the chaos that has broken out in Portland, Oregon, and in Chicago. The split screen you see here, the absolute violent assaults and riots happening as the governor of Illinois, Jamie Pritzker, saying, I want to be clear, there is no need for military troops on the ground in the state of Illinois. Go out to Portland, Oregon, this same...
I can't believe this fat retard got elected, but I guess that's what happens whenever it's probably a state full of also fat retards. It's shocking to me to see this happen. And hopefully people will realize the error of their ways and not re-elect them.
Exact thing you're seeing there, the same violence in the streets, more than 100 days of violent assault.
Yeah, like, look at this. All these people, like, if you've got people that are standing in the way, getting in the way of the driveway, why aren't they just immediately all getting arrested? If they're trying to go in and out and there are people getting in front of the cars, why aren't they just instantly getting arrested? That's the question that I have. Who cares? Well, I mean, I do, because I think it's a problem. It's a huge issue.
ICE facility in Portland, as the Attorney General there in
Obstruction?
Portland says that
First Amendment? You don't have a First Amendment to obstruct traffic. That's not true. Where is that? That's not in the Constitution. What are you talking about?
Is not the president's war-torn fantasy, our city is not ravaged and there's no rebellion. Joining us now, DHS Secretary Christine Noem. Madam Secretary, we just showed our viewers exactly the reality of what's playing out, and then the rhetoric of the Democratic leaders, and it seems to tell two different stories.
Yes, I've encouraged the governor.
With all the peaceful anti-ICE marches that occur throughout the U.S., why does Fox only focus on a few violent incidents? I'm sure you know the obvious answer. Because the majority of the peaceful ones that are happening aren't actually peaceful. Whenever I see the peaceful protests that are happening, majority of them are people still shutting down roads by threat of force. And also, the reason why is that it's not newsworthy. It's not a problem. Nobody has an issue with people that dislike ICE or dislike, or want to protest against ICE. That's not a problem. That's their First Amendment right. Why would somebody write a story and talk about the fact that some of the people aren't violent? Because the real issue is the violent people that are doing them. Right? I mean, protest like a normal person. That's fine.
And of Illinois, and that Attorney General should go down and spend some time with our ICE officers and with our Border Patrol officers.
Your peaceful is not my peaceful?
That they do, because these individuals are shouting.
You can't just, bro, how the fuck you're supposed to protest? You can't just stay there and yell without doing anything. No one will actually care if you don't fucking do shit. Well, in my opinion, I think if you do shit, they should arrest you violently and then put you in jail. So if your idea of protesting is being violent and doing shit, then I think you should go to jail. And also, by the way, just because you don't have the right to have your voice heard and be listened to. Nobody has that right. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean that everybody else has to accommodate that. And so you're creating this false dichotomy with either I get my way or it's not fair. Well, has it ever occurred to you that maybe you don't deserve to get your way because there was an election that happened and the election didn't go the way you wanted it to? So it's like you're building this off of the premise that the solution to the problem is that you get your way. What about January 6th? What? It was bad. Duh. What do you mean? Yeah, it was bad. Why would you even bring that up?
Hateful things at them, threatening their families, putting their hands on them, and acts of violence are occurring on a regular basis. So they're just sitting far away in safe facilities, some of them with protective detail, which is a very different situation than trying to clean up the streets and help protect the families and the victims of these criminals that have been roaming for far too long.
So during the break, you told us that there are actually some individual agents who have been identified and have bounties placed on their heads. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we had a really strange incident today where we had a caravan of 10 different vehicles that were following our Border Patrol agents and officers that were out there on the streets of Chicago. And they had followed them and gotten them cornered, pinned them down. And then our agents, when getting out of their cars, they tried to run them over and had semi-automatic handguns on them to where our agents had to protect themselves.
Why aren't they dead?
Fired, and an individual ended up in the hospital that was attacking these officers. Very dangerous situation. And then in that situation,
so you're telling me out of 10 cars, only one of them ended up in the hospital? You need to teach these people how to shoot. That's embarrassing. It really is fucking embarrassing. What is going on?
With Liberty Mutual,
This video is brought to you by Granger Motors, where you can save up to $1,300 on a factory extended warranty on your new Ford or Ram, Jeep, Chrysler vehicle.
It's been about 7 months of owning the cheapest V8 Mustang you can buy, and in this video we're talking about the lessons learned, because it's time to move this car on. We're also going to talk about why we're selling this car after just 7 months. Let's get into it. So we bought this Ford Mustang off a dealer lot for about $42,000, which is about as cheap as you're going to find a brand new Coyote V8 powered Mustang. Now the sticker on this car was right around $47,000, but there are deals to be had. What you're looking at there is a 486 horsepower 5-liter Coyote V8, the new generation. This is, of course, the new S650 Mustang. Now, here's the thing. The reason we bought this car is because a lot of these new Mustangs are well over 55 grand, upwards of 60 grand if you get, like, the Dark Horse version, and we wanted to see what the most affordable V8 version would be like. Now, this was a car that we bought off the lot, like I said, at Brighton Ford, and we bought it in the winter. So even though this generation is brand new, if you shop around, there are deals to be had on them, especially now that the market has cooled down quite a bit.
All right, here it is. Check it out. Our brand new Ford Mustang GT with the Coyote 5-liter. How cool is that? And I'm about to take my first drive in this dual exhaust, and I think we're looking at 15.4 miles on the odometer, which is fine. I'm good with that. This feels like it'll actually go around the corner. I don't want to go to red line. Oh, that is incredible.
Now, it's made it to the 10-speed automatic transmission. Personally, I would have preferred the 6-speed manual, but the deal of this car was the 10-speed was a fine sacrifice, plus the videographers that don't know how to drive manual. Now, this is definitely the high point of this car. I kind of describe this car a little bit as a Coyote V8 shipping crate, because the V8 is phenomenal. Not to say the rest of the car is bad, it's fine, but what you're really buying here is an engine with a Mustang attached to it. I'm not sure I would really enjoy this car as much with the 4-cylinder EcoBoost, and I know that there are pros and cons to that engine, but this V8 is fantastic, and we have done a ton of drag racing with this car. Now, up here in Colorado at elevation, there is definitely a big performance hit, but even still, against vehicles like a GR Corolla, it just absolutely wipes the floor. We've raced this vehicle even against the manual Dark Horse, and the 10-speed automatic wiped the floor with that expensive Dark Horse. This car has been through the quarter mile a lot, and it has put up with all the abuse, and it never ceases to amaze. Even with that huge 15% or so horsepower cut that we get up here at elevation, it does really well. Let's cut to some highlights now.
All right, let's do this.
In 3, 2, 1.
So look, seats are good, technology's pretty good. Rest of the interior, though, is pretty cut rate. I don't think you're going to find a lot of folks that would say this is an up-class interior. It's just very monochromatic, lots of hard black plastic. This could be an interior, let's be real, from 2009. It's not a very premium place to be. Of course, you can get the premium package, which is going to make it feel a little better. Personally, I don't mind the cheapish interior because it means saving quite a bit of money over the premium pack. This car does have an option for dual zone automatic climate control, and we do have heated seats, which is good. So you do have some luxuries. It's just if you do want to feel like you're being surrounded by high quality materials, the base Mustang isn't for you.
Let me take a minute and tell you about this video's sponsors, Granger Motors, and their extended factory warranties for Granger co-protection of mine. Just use.
This is a much bigger car than the GR86, and that's a great thing from a storage standpoint. Trunk is large, trunk is deep, lift over is pretty reasonable, and you also have a space saver spare. Plus, if you do want a little bit of additional storage, you can pull a little lever here and pull down that rear seat for larger items. So a really usable trunk space. Now, if you want to come over here, Case, what's not usable so much is the rear seats. They are here. They might work for little kids. Legroom, of course, is going to be compromised, but just the headroom for adults is completely unusable. I'm 6 feet tall, but even if you're 5'7", you're going to struggle back here, and then you're in like kind of a greenhouse with that larger window. So obviously not supposed to be a proper 4-seat everyday car, but even in emergencies, this is a pretty tough rear seat. One of the most impressive aspects of the Mustang from a daily driving standpoint is the fuel economy. Now, Case recently took his car on a nice little trip, some highway driving, some mountain driving. Let's see what kind of fuel economy he got.
We have to top up, and this car recommends 87, so that is what we're going to use. I'm also going to reset the trip odometer so that we can get an accurate reading from this fuel stop to the next. This trip is going to be primarily highway driving, which means that this 10-speed automatic can give us a nice gear ratio for this 5-liter V8 to just idle along at. I'm closing in on Crested Butte, which means I am about at my destination, which is of course only half the trip because tomorrow after we ride, I have to come back to Boulder, which is ideally when I want to fill up. My computer's still showing 267 miles to empty in 3/4 of a tank, which is really impressive. It's now the next day. I still haven't showered, so I'm super greasy. But we are back in Boulder, pulling up to the same pump that we filled up at. We've gone 454 miles on a tank of fuel. And the final number. So 454.1 is what the car told me, divided by 14.831. We'll be real exact. 30.6. 0.8 basically off of what the car is telling me with its own trip computer, but still more than 30 miles per gallon in a car that's got 486 horsepower, almost 500 horsepower.
So, driving the cheapest V8 Ford Mustang. Look, I, as a kid, was obsessed with Mustangs. I thought they were the coolest thing, and even as an adult, well, barely an adult, based on how high-pitched my voice is, I still really like Mustangs. Now, the perception that a lot of folks get is that this is a full-fledged sports car, muscle car, designed to tear up the track. And yes, there are versions of the Mustang that can do that, especially that upcoming GTD looks just absolutely insane. But the standard Mustang is a cruiser. Even a Mustang GT without the performance package is absolutely a cruiser. This car is so soft and squishy. This is a car that's not a lot of fun in a canyon. And you might think that's a demerit against the Mustang, but in my mind, it's a huge pro because realistically, I'm not actually driving in the canyon that much. What I'm doing is driving to Costco or driving around town or going to the airport. And this ride quality on this non-performance pack Mustang with these relatively dumpy looking alloy wheels is fantastic because it's a small wheel with a fairly wide all-season sidewall coupled to the soft non-performance suspension. This car just floats. This is a car not designed for the Nürburgring, which is exactly what I want. I just want it to be comfortable and refined and not beat me up, and that's what this car does. The downside, of course, is you try to take a turn too fast and the whole thing kind of leans and wobbles, and it's just not a very performance-oriented car.
Look at that.
But it's such a good car on a regular basis. Fantastic. So much so that I would say forget the performance pack and the huge Brembos and the big wheels and the high-performance tires. Unless you are regularly tracking your car, which you're not, I guarantee it, get the standard Mustang. It's a much more comfortable, refined car. Plus, you still have that monster 5-liter Coyote V8 under the hood. So when you go and give it some skinny pedal, it's got the same acceleration as a performance pack Mustang. It's got the same acceleration as a Dark Horse, especially with the automatic versus the manual, which we'll show now. So today we've got two 2024 Mustangs at the airstrip. Both of them are GT trims, but there's a $12,000 price difference between these two releases. What are we doing?
We're going to do a quarter-mile drag race. We're going to do a 30-mile-per-hour road race and a braking test.
3, 2, 1, go.
So they just weren't shooting each other.
The automatic, off the line, it's pretty neck and neck. Oh, he's just gosh, this transmission already shifted 3
got a lead.
times by 80 miles an hour. Come on. What's going on, dude?
It's a mess.
All right, so I'm going to manual mode. We'll get up to second gear, 30 miles an hour, and I'll go 3, 2, 1, go. And we'll see if we're going crazy or if that performance pack is really that much slower. Second gear. All right, got 30 there in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, this car just pulled away.
Yeah, he's pulling away. I haven't even shifted yet.
Like, I mean, substantially pulled away.
There's nothing I can do about it. That's so frustrating.
I mean, it's a pretty big difference. Stop at the cone. Let's see if those performance pack brakes really help. Oh, well, there you go.
There's a difference with the performance pack.
The Mustang, in my mind, has exceeded all expectations, especially if you can get one for around the low $40,000 point. It's a really good car. And $40,000, folks, it's a lot of money. There's absolutely no getting around that. I'm not saying this is a cheap car, but it is more affordable than the average new car price here in the U.S., and you get a lot of car. Yes, the interior is a little cheap and chintzy, and it doesn't handle very well, but that engine makes it worth the price of admission alone. I'm actually, oh man, I'm going to get my man card taken away. I'm pretty impressed with this 10-speed automatic because the ratios are so close and it shifts so quickly. It's really impressive in a straight line what this car can do. And yes, the manual would be more fun, but it's still a pretty fun car to drive with the 10-speed, especially with paddle shifters. And then the one option that I would 100% recommend getting is this adjustable exhaust, performance exhaust. Now, there are different modes. If I go to the Mustang pages here, you can see you got the quiet mode all the way up to the track mode. This car is so unbelievably loud. When you dial it into the track mode, inside, outside, I'm surprised we're able to sell a car this loud legally here in the U.S. Even in the normal mode, which is not meant for track use, it is a screamer. That adjustable exhaust, 100% worth getting. The rest of it, the Recaros, the big brakes, the dark horse, just skip it. Get the standard Mustang, save $15,000 in a lot of cases, and get 99% of the same experience. Now, we'll talk about this a little bit more in the close. Look, we bought this car 7 months ago. It's only got 4,300 miles on it, a lot of which, granted, are quarter mile at a time. And we're selling it back to the dealer we bought it from for $37,000. We didn't get a special YouTube deal. We just basically walked in kind of like off the street. So we lost, what, 5K or so in 7 months, which is not terrible especially for some new cars. And we got a ton of enjoyment out of it. I personally would love to keep this car. I can't afford this car right now, especially after having been married. And look, there's only so much we can do with it on YouTube before folks get sick of seeing the same drag race. But this really is a great value. I'm just going to say it. Sure, the car's a little cut rate, but just that engine alone makes it worth the price of admission. Now that Camaro's dead, now that Challenger's dead, it's awesome. Yeah, 100%. Would recommend the Mustang. Obviously, should be no issues after 4,300 miles. There is one very annoying rattle, which we'll let the dealer take care of. But car's been great. Really, really enjoyed it. You know, I have to say I'm going to miss this Mustang. It has been a really, really usable daily driver, and that's been the high point of this car for me. The engine is fantastic. The platform is fine, but its livability is what makes this car so great. It's just a sports car. Miata GR86 have their compromises. This feels every bit as usable, as long as you don't need a rear seat, as like a standard sedan. But you get that amazing engine and that fantastic sound and that really comfortable ride. So definitely consider the base Mustang if you just want a fast car that looks cool and is daily drivable. I'm gonna miss it. It's really been that good. The reason we're selling, of course, is there's only so many videos we can do before folks get tired of seeing the same thing, and we can't afford to just hold on to cars for me to daily drive. So that's why this car is moving on to a new home, but it's been really good. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, been Tommy and Case. We'll see you next time.
with YouTube Music.
I'm back in Deadlock. I'm still trying hard to learn to get good at this game. So, I played a couple. I had a banger game with Abrams earlier. I dropped 26 and we lost. But Abrams seemed to be my man. Like, I can cook with him, but I can't win with him yet. So I'm still trying to learn this. I'm having fun with the game. Like, I think this game's got real solid potential. It's a lot of fun. I just happen to suck a bunch of winkies at it at the moment. It's taking me a little bit to get it all under control. But I got a good feeling about this game. I'm landing with Hayes, we got Bebop, we got Gaming Grandpa 15, like we got everything we need. All the ingredients to a perfect stew. A W stew. And this was the build I was following when I dropped 26. Alright, let's absolutely clap. A quick little W, smell me? They got a dynamo and a drifter, so some of the character names now. I'm gonna be dangerous out here soon. Alright.
You got me.
I don't know if I came out on top of that trade or not. Okay, I definitely didn't. That's become abundantly clear to me now. That trade did not go my way. Oh well. Okay. I didn't. Okay. You hate to see that. You really do. I thought I was going to be okay. Ooh. Not a good start for us. Already down 3. You just dropped 3 there. It's alright. That's alright. It's early game. That's like the least important part. Plus we have Hayes here with me. It'll be fine. So one of the big things I haven't quite figured out is when I should be going for a creep or when I should be going for poke. Oh, I missed it. That's alright, that's alright. A little harassment there. Just to let them know I'm no punk bitch. You smell me?
Prepare to defend the sector.
Oh, wow. Yikes. 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 Okay. Not good. Not good. Big bad. Alright, at least I can afford an item now. Oh, well. We're getting clapped up. I can afford 2 items. I guess I don't know the price of items here. Okay. And we can get this under control. We can stabilize. It's still early. It's still very, very early. Forgot to reload. Alright. Where is Drifter? Is Drifter low? He is not low. Dynamo, I know heals. See, I'm learning. Alright, we'll be fine.
Yep.
We'll be fine. We'll be so fine. I really wish I was just recording when I dropped 26. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is there replays in this game? Because I might go and pull it up. I tried to carry. Not a terrible trade for us. Alright, this game is already over. We are just getting farmed on every leg. Yikes. Yikes. Every single lane is getting absolutely slammed and jammed. Hayes, where are you? Please. Oh. There we go. I'm not going to die of that. See, we're turning it around. Excellent. Hayes, that was a good call. Alright. Every single fucking person on this team is getting absolutely slammed and jammed. Oh my. Like I even said, not going for that is crazy. How in the fuck is that crazy not to go for that? It's Dynamo. Can't he just easily heal and go and untargetable? Maybe I'm not as familiar with the champions here, but I feel like that's just not a good target to dive when we're already so far behind. No drifter. Looks like he. Oh, wait, we're getting 2 kills now. Why was I getting hit by the thing? How did I not deny that? Where is he? Alright. Hey, we're stabilizing a little bit. Soul count is even. Oh, okay. Had to get the fuck out. I wonder if Hayes is gonna get anything off of it. Alright. At least I'm doing well on souls. Sounds like Hayes died. Nah, it wasn't Hayes. Gotta get all my early game items. My nose is running. It's excited.
We have lost control of Foxtrot 1.
Nice. Okay.
The Americans have taken the sector. We must fall back to the next.
Cooking. You see that? You see that? You see what I've learned? I'm getting so much better. I think there are very clear signs of improvement here. But maybe I'm just delusional. Alright. I think Hayes is buying. No. Farming.
Hold here at all costs.
Was he? We have farm. Are we gonna try this? Not bad. Alright, I got greedy. Nice. That was good. That was a good engage there from Hayes. See, now we're clicking. We had a little bit of a tiff there for a minute because she didn't like that I didn't go in on what I thought was a brain-dead, stupid, dumb dive idea. But I'm also so new at this game that maybe it was a really good call from them, and I just don't know any better, which is very possible. Okay. Grab some of this shit. Nice. See, I think that's one of my big things is knowing when to grab those and when to farm lane. I tried the parry, didn't go well. There we go. That time I got the parry. Oh. Pussy. Trying to escape in front of my face like that? You've got some damn nerve. I'll tell you what. And Gaming Grandpa is getting... Well, he's actually doing fine. He's only got 2 deaths compared to, like, the person who has 8. Look at the garbage. Plus our Hayes is getting kind of fed thanks to me. Did I earn this? I don't know if I should earn or not. I'll just keep yellow pushing. I also don't know when I should be farming these. I'm gonna help mid. So low. Oh. Finally. He was giving me the slip there for a second. Oh shit. I didn't think they were still going to be on my ass. Pretty good. I'm 5-1. Gaming Grandpa down again. Figuring out the yellow while I was helping mid. What the fuck? Oh wow, that's so much damage. Holy shit. Nice. Oh, I just hit that, didn't I? I did hit that. I hit the rail. Yikes, that's such a shit.
Damn.
No one's pinging me to be careful. I just appreciate that they care. but I take it as an insult. Okay. Close game. It's a close game. Personally, I'm doing well. So that's nice. I've hit one parry. Oh boy. Here we go. Not gonna keep chasing. We'll play it safe. Oh! I should have been diving. Okay. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. I feel like I'm falling behind on souls again, though. Can't decide if I push out a solo lane or not. Nice. Nice.
BF6 is the final sector. Evacuate.
That stun, I'm actually such a hero. Holy shit, that stun actually went crazy. I saved them. Alright, let's push out blue, baby. Let's grab blue Walker. He just ulted. That's crazy. Oh, nope, they're all back. Okay, didn't expect that. I'm stuck in this corner. I just needed to get out. Ooh, leave up moving. Nice. Someone played it. Good. I'm cooking. Abrams goes where he pleases. I can afford another item. Alright, we got these.
I'll be right back.
Our forces just lost Delta 1. We have been unable to secure all the objectives in the sector. Allied forces engaging objective Delta 2. Enemy has secured Delta 1. One of our objectives is under attack. Delta 2 under enemy assault. Their defenses are too strong. All troops evacuate. We have nothing left to throw at them. Our plan has failed. All troops evacuate.
There you go. You son of a bitch.
Pushing on the other lane, which is good.
Let's get moving.
Because I don't know if we're going to be able to grab this or not. Had to grab that. Woo, baby! That guy just needs to uninstall. I'm cooking him too hard. He's not welcome here. Oh, that was sad. That was sad that I missed that. Alright. Alright. Too much diplomat shipments on me. We grabbed Walker on the green lane though, that's good. I'm 8 and 2. And that reminds me to send a message. Alright, message has been sent. It was me texting Rob, letting him know I'm going pro.
Which our intelligence has revealed to be the offshore
Make a nice
center of
trophy
US
for me.
surveillance. As the world looks on and complains,
Alright, I'm falling
our
behind on my
shot
souls per usual,
US
even though I'm
troops are
8 and 2.
already on site. Your job is to pry each objective.
Is what it is.
We are equipped for a prolonged battle today, so victory will come from striking decisively. Out.
Yeah. Nice. Easy. There's someone in here? Oh, I just saw somebody. Nice.
Defend your objectives. If your forces take the sector,
Oh, good pull. Fuck that guy. Tell him to uninstall the game. Tell him next pull forcefully uninstalls. There we go. It's looking like a nice quick one.
Alpha to objective core.
Which side do we want? Left or right? Let's go left then. Wait, he's That 7 ult was cooking me, but I got the shrine. Isn't that worth? I think it's worth. I see. That's another thing I don't know, is like what's worth and what's not, and that's what I need to find out. That's what I gotta learn, and the only way to learn is through playing. All right, they kicked this out. We got 2 walkers down though. Yeah, that 7 is really fed actually. Makes sense why he was hitting so hard. Alright, I can hold mid. Oh, what the fuck? Interesting. How many stuns? Nice. Woo! God, that mighty big fist there. That just canceled my ult. I just used it and it just canceled it. That was crazy. That hurts. Oh my god, that melee. Oh, jeepers. Okay, it's 4 down.
The enemy has occupied a new objective.
Damn.
We have enemies attacking Alpha 1.
Alright, I need to get out. Alright, we can't throw in there. Just get out, just get out. We got shrine, that's good. Let's be satisfied with that. Oh, looks like we're staying. Can't quite tell. Nature is real rough. Yeah, they're not gonna let us in there for free. But I wish they would. No one ever pays me in gum.
We have begun our attack on Alpha.
Okay, it's not worth to just throw our bodies at them for no reason.
The enemy pushed us off Alpha 1.
I saw one of them ziplining in. Let's grab this.
Alpha 1 is now controlled by the enemy.
And I got a lot of gold. This will die maybe. Oh! I'm looking at my map.
Our tactics are showing some success. Enemy forces are growing weaker.
That worked out really well. Holy shit, our damage.
Alpha 2.
Oh, wow. That was a lot of stuns there. Okay, that wasn't worth. All 5? I thought there was just 3. Holy shit. That's not good.
Initiating attack on objective Alpha.
Damn.
I think I should have done that. I can get it next. We're in their base though, punishing them for that. Nice, Bebop.
Look out! 40 meters from our position.
Keep up the good work, boys. Nice.
Probably gonna leave off
I'm
there.
coming. Did I zip boost? Yeah. Hayes just did, so I will too.